Welcome to episode 2 of the CybrClub podcast. I am your host, Aries Jones. Here with me, my co-host,
Xavier. How you guys doing? Welcome back.
How's it going? So this was a very interesting week. Not interesting, like super interesting, but we got our new president in the works coming around the corner. We've seen a lot of news about him not really wanting to go. The last thing I want to talk about is politics on this podcast, but I just want to, shed some light. Hey, we're in this part of the week of January, so it's out there. That's it. We're not swaying either way, right or left, up and down. So it's just out there. But let's continue on.
He's sworn in 4 days, the 20th?
Is it 20th? Yeah, it's 20th.
Okay, that's close.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah. Well, besides...
go
ahead.
I'm sorry. No, you go.
Well, besides, I guess that we started school this week, so that was pretty interesting, too. Kind of get away from the negativity of politics.
Yeah. School started the week of... Was it the 9th? It's 11th? Yeah, 11th.
Yeah. So it's been hectic, man. I think you and I are taking some of the similar classes. What classes are you taking again?
Taking I'm actually taking like 2-3 different types of histories, an accounting class and pre-calc.
Okay.
So two of the classes are half a semester. So once one's done, the other one starts for the rest of the, I guess, 4.5 weeks.
Yeah, man. We're one step closer to the cyber degree. This is my halfway mark. My associates, man. So, yeah.
I know. I'm so tired of the gen ed part of school, but hey, it's a love-hate relationship. You kind of need it in order to advance on to, I guess, getting the degree or even just having the fun with the major classes. I mean,
right.
Only those who have taken it know anything about it. So, unfortunately, we gotta do the baby steps, get the grunt work to get to that point.
Exactly. Well, it is what it is, man. We're just getting one step closer to success, man. So I'm very excited.
Yeah. Topics today. I guess some things that I wanted to, talk about today was, I don't know. I kind of want to go in a little broader today in regards to tech. Let's just talk about tech. Automotive tech, in regards to like the self-driving cars. I mean, we can talk about anything related to banking, if you know anything about that. And also like home entertainment or just personal things.
Right.
In regards to like phones, media stuff, anything like that.
I haven't really seen much of that type of stuff besides one thing. It's kind of COVID related. I'm sure every podcast is talking about COVID, but Razer, the computer technology company, they're coming out with their own smart mask. It's called Project Hazel. Have you seen anything about that yet? Or it's amazing.
I haven't seen too much about it. I mean, because I love computers and gaming and type stuff. I saw it on their page, like, yo, what is Project Hazel? Right. I follow Razer. Unfortunately, I don't have any Razer products. I'm a big Logitech guy. But now I've seen it. It says, face the new normal with protection that's far from average. Introducing our prototype from the most intelligent mask ever created. A design focusing on 5 key areas to ensure the highest degree of safety with the best quality of life enhancements. And I mean, I'm looking at the product. It's an N95 surgical respirator, active ventilating, and a auto sterilization function. So it has like this dope case, like use it for the whole day or whatever. And basically, like you go home, charge your phone, and you pick up where you left off. Put the mask in the box, let it clean and charge up, and continue on with your day. That one's pretty cool. It has a clear, transparent design, low light mode, and voice amp technology, so you don't have to really, oh my gosh, are they smiling under their mask? Are they snarling at me under their mask? Like, I mean, you can see it with this mask.
and that's that's probably the coolest feature to me, besides the RGB on the amplifier, which is so badass. Yeah. But the fact that it has the voice amplifying on it and the transparency around your mouth. One important thing of communication is being able to see the other person's facial expressions. Add on with their body expression. So I think that is such a cool, feature to make it transparent. That way, it kind of make communication easier. On top of the voice, Ant-Man, because the whole point of COVID right now is, the whole point of the precautions are to stay as separated as possible. But when your voice is so muted, from being under a mask, got to kind of get close to people just for them to hear you. So
exactly.
Yeah, but I guess the one thing, I mean, do you have any worries about it, like quality wise or health wise, when you look at that type of stuff, or this thing in particular?
I mean, I don't see any issues with it. I mean, it's very innovative. I'll say that.
Right.
It looks like it covers a lot. I mean, instead of it being like a fabric where some type of particle will go in or out, this thing is straight up plastic or some type of fiberglass metals, fiberglass glass. Nothing's coming in and out. It may fog it up. Will it fog up?
I mean, will it fog up? That's what I'm saying. I was going to mention that while you're talking before me got finished talking. Is I'm scared of fogging up. Y'all trying to see my teeth, but it's fogging up. You can't see anything.
Right, or spitting on an accident. Because I mean, we're gonna spit. I mean, it's a known fact. We're gonna spit. So like, will you see the spit particles or food particles all up on the thing? Because they got two colors. They got a black and a white. The black looks mean. The white looks more professional in a hospital.
Maybe like healthcare workers, like nurses or something, or dentists might wear the white one. Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm working on your face.
Right. And another thing I'm worried about is the smell too. I mean, there's UV sanitation. I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but the charger has UV sanitation in it as well. So my thing is, will UV get the hot breath smell out of there? That's what. You don't want.
Let me take a toothbrush to my mask real quick.
Yeah,
throw some Listerine on that joint.
Yeah, and I'm also scared of how the quality of that voice amp, man. It's like if I wear it in the mask in the rain going to the car, will it mess up the voice amp? Am I going to sound like Darth Vader or whoever talking through it? You know what I mean? So, I guess this is the reason it's probably still a concept and not out in the market yet. They probably have a lot of kinks to work out on this one, but the aesthetic of it is so really cool.
That is very interesting because I mean, there's still life to live outside of just like in a mask. Yeah, I'll drop it or pick it up. It's still fine. It has its quote unquote durability of just being fabric or whatever material they use for the medical grade mask. But no, I'm actually kind of curious. Like sweating, can we work out in it? Will it wrench out? Will it break? And another thing, price. How much is it going to cost for me to just damage a mask that I could just wear on a normal N95 mask from Home Depot?
Right. I mean, how much are you willing to pay for this? Because I think I already gave you a number already.
No, I mean, I like to spend money, but at the same time, I do. I like to.
Yeah.
But I like to spend money on things that I can kind of use a lot. Like basically feel like, hey, I squeezed out every $60 worth of this controller, or squeezed out every penny of this monitor that I'm using, or something like that. It's like a mask. I don't know. I mean, it's no doubt that we're gonna have to wear a mask for a very long time, but will that mask stand the test of time? Like for the amount of time that we potentially might have to wear it every day? I'm thinking because the way it is, it's a gaming peripheral, basically. I feel like it's gonna cost me about $150-$200.
Yeah, I'm on the same way.
I wouldn't comfortably. I don't want to spend any more than maybe $65-$70 on it.
Oh, I ain't gonna be that, man. Not with a UV box and everything.
I know.
Yeah, that's hoping for the best. But I don't know. I guess the first question for me is it worth it? I'll probably have to see like at least like a 6 months reviews from different type of users.
Yeah,
see how it goes, and also the practicality of it. I mean, you and I, we work in IT. We barely leave the house unless we're going to do something that we have to do personally. You know what I mean?
Right. Unless we have to go into the building, but still, we're about 20 feet from people in the building.
Right. I've been asking you and my other friends that work in IT. I have friends that are software engineers, tier 2 managers for help desk. There's no talk of any of these companies going back. At least in Atlanta, Georgia, there's no talk of everybody going back. So if I was still working in retail and being around hundreds of people a day, I might get it, but not worth it at this point. But we'll see. I might be singing a different tune once it's out. So,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like for right now, not disclosing any specifics, but my company, we haven't really specified as to when we're going in or forever how long, but I know at a certain point, I think it was before September of this past year, 2020. We were talking about, all right, yeah, so around Labor Day, we'll probably start heading back around November. I mean, around September, October, around time came around, nothing happened. And then now this new wave of COVID and a little more impactful. Nah, it's been ghost. It's been silent. I mean, I've read emails and even asked a few coworkers, but nothing. I was like, I ain't mad about it.
Yeah. Well, I work for our college system, and we've had students come back, but not enough for me to want to wear this to pay $200 in a mask when I can just get a piece of cloth and wear that and clean it once a week or twice a week.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
I feel like it's an aesthetic piece. It's aesthetics. It's a look.
Yeah, but you never know. I might feel cute and get my cybersecurity internship. Might want to rock it. So,
right.
So we'll see. But in terms of news, have you heard anything about Apple? I have a pretty cool Apple article here that I found a couple days ago. Okay, so I know we talked about the folding phones last time. This is more cybersecurity based. So I got this from the Daily Swig, their IT news, I guess, poster or news website. The title is, excuse me, security researchers earn $50K after exposing critical flaw in Apple travel portal. They found this while doing a bug bounty. The exploit leads to shell access. So that was pretty cool, man. That's a big payout from Apple. A lot of nightmares about bug bounties, people not getting paid out, but it seems like Apple is the one to go for anybody that's interested. I'll go and pull the article up and see if I can get some more additional information.
Yeah, shoot it to me.
All right. Let's see. Let me scroll down a little bit.
Got it up.
You saw what now?
I got it up.
You got it up? Okay, I'll let you unread. It's a little easy for you to do. But yeah, so you can probably read a little bit of the first or second paragraph.
First is the bug hunters exercise, that part?
Yeah, I mean, you can start from the beginning and go on to you. Want to digress? Because this is some really interesting stuff.
All right, so I'm about to read the Apple article about security researchers earning $50,000 after exposing critical flaws in Apple Travel Explorer, is what Xavier's talking about. Security researchers earn a $50,000 bug bounty after uncovering a critical flaw in Apple's travel portal. Raul Maini, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, and Harsh Jaiswal were able to achieve remote code execution, RCE, by stringing together a string of vulnerabilities in order to exploit targeted domains. The bug hunting exercise was inspired by earlier work by Sam Curry and his associates that uncovered no fewer than 55 vulnerabilities in Apple's web interface, earning a cumulative bug bounty of $288,000. Curry is continuing his work and this week went public with vulnerabilities in Apple's domains that created a means to get billing data from any Apple user.
That's crazy, man. I don't want you to have to read the whole thing, but for what I'm saying, they've very quickly found a workaround around the web application firewall. I can't remember I think the function, it was an img.cfm function to get around the firewall. And once they got around it, no alert or anything, they were able to slip right past it, man. So, yeah. So that's kind of just a testament. I know you and I talked about how, secure Apple products are. This is kind of a testament to that, man. Them paying out these guys, them having this information out there public. So,
yeah.
Just want to get that out there for any Apple fanatics or cybersecurity fanatics, man. This is very good news in some aspects. So yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually just got an Apple, like it's an old school MacBook, whatever. I'm not even sure if it's a Pro, but a family friend, I guess you could say, she gave me one. It's like an old one. She doesn't really use it. She said she upgraded from one to another actually. So she's been sitting there collecting dust, basically. So I kind of want to, I guess, test my shell and putty and the Linux commands the best I can, because I mean, right now I'm working with mainframe type things in my job, so I don't want it to completely be lost in the memory bank to where just nothing. I mean, you know the term. If you don't use it, you lose it. So I kind of want to keep it a little relevant in my brain.
Yeah.
But, no.
I would love to see once I get my my Raspberry Pi cluster for ethical hacking. I would love to see if I could break into an old Mac. I might have to invest in that and work towards doing that, man. Maybe that 50K bug bounty looking real cute, man. I'm gonna have to get it.
Shoot. I could always use the extra 50K.
Exactly. That's a lot of salaries that people are making right now. So I'm like,
I hope so.
So another cool news article, I also got this from my Feedly, is from darkreading.com. It's written by Robert Lemos, or Lemos, how do you pronounce that? The title is Successful Malware Incidents Rise as Attackers Shift Tactics. As employees moved to working from home and on mobile devices, attackers followed them and focused on weekend attacks, a security firm says. It doesn't digress on the security firm. But as a result of this, on the weekends, there's been 41% more organizations experiencing malware infection attacks. Yeah, and it's crazy. I know before the show, you and I were talking to your girlfriend who works in healthcare, and you know, healthcare is one of the main ones getting hit by this, man. And people get caught their pants down at the house with Netflix on one screen and working on the other screen, man. So that's not good at all, man. So if you guys are working from home, please take every measure you can to be safe. Manage your passwords.
And keep in mind, you're still at work.
Yeah, work too. Yeah.
You're still
exactly.
at work.
Exactly. So, yeah, very interesting, man. I'll see if I can find some more information on this. Okay, so this is what I was kind of alluding to. So this is quotation from Robert at darkreading.com. Most organizations really have to focus on keeping people productive. And that means you have to peel back the policies and just make it easier for people to get into their applications, to use their devices and feel empowered, because IT wasn't available to physically go out to the workers and help them out. So pretty much what they're saying there is we're going to be lax about our security policy, so you guys shut up about hitting us. So you guys can shut up about putting tickets in, which is not a great idea. One thing that I've noticed working for our school, even the University System of Georgia, we're still keeping our policies tight. There's still the single sign-on authentication. Anytime you log out, you still got to authenticate your password, so forth and so forth. So yeah, keep your guys' passwords safe. Keep yourself safe. Don't not only now if they're attacking you from home, not only is your company's information at risk, your own personal information is at risk now too.
Right, because you're going through an IP pass-through at your home now.
Yep. So if you're working for a company that doesn't give you a VPN, doesn't do any single sign-on authentication, you might want to double think that and maybe do a meeting and try to get some of the stuff implemented at your company, especially if you're working for a small company that might not be too familiar. Yeah.
Get your name out there.
Exactly. Yeah. So these few bucks to authenticate or manage your passwords is invaluable, as you can see. So those are two pretty interesting.
VPNs are definitely articles. Important.
Right.
I use VPN at home just for the heck of it, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, man. So those are two cool articles that I found. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I have for today. I mean, do you have any other things that, any developments in your life? You ready to conquer this semester?
I am.
Yeah,
man.
I
kind of want to talk about VR just a little bit.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm not holding you back. Just go ahead and do your thing.
Let me pull up some VR devices. VR.
I still haven't touched VR. I probably haven't touched VR in about 5 years, man.
For sim racing. Ooh, VR for sim racing.
Oh, yeah. This guy's a sim racer, guys.
So, I'm not sure if we talked about on this subject, but I love sim racing. I love video games. I love gaming as a whole. I love cars. So, if I can just compact all that together into one thing, if I can just actually see the car, drive the car, and feel as if I'm in the actual race, perfect. And that is virtual reality sim racing.
Right.
Using headsets and all that stuff. So right now I'm actually in the works of trying to find a VR headset so I can play the iRacing. Was it Project Cars 2? I said, of course, honestly, even Forza Horizon, but I don't think Forza Horizon allows VR. If they did, That's even cooler. But I know. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about myself. But do you don't do any like racing games, do you?
Oh no, you already know I'm a terrible sim racing gamer. I'm terrible at it. Yeah, I play mostly.
I need some friends with some sim racing, man.
Well,
if y'all listening and y'all like to sim race, shoot, I'm gonna drop some names on there and just slide in there so we can run a few rounds. You know what I'm saying? But nah.
Yeah, I'm more of an FPS player, strategy games.
Yeah.
I like other type of sim games like Sim City or Stronghold, those type of games. Yeah, so I don't really play any racing. I've never really been good at them. I can't remember what's the name of the video game on the original PlayStation, but growing up, I had the little clunky black and gray little steering wheel, and that's all my dad played a long time ago. But
that's funny.
Yeah, but no, never been good at sim games.
Yeah, I recently just started getting into it. I mean, I was love. Like I had this passion for Forza Motorsports 4. It was like my first, I guess real submersive. Oh my gosh, like I'm actually driving this Ferrari Italia or something like that. It's like, oh, this is nice. Like I want to. So that was Forza Motorsport 4 back in 2012. Yeah, 2012, and then just continue playing that game. Then I started like playing more of the Forza Horizons, and a few other racing games, but nothing really stood out until I got the like Project Cars 2. And that's of course, it was like, yo, this is like real life type of games right here. So what I did was I bought the Logitech G29 or G920, one of the two. Sim reel. It's a very low budget sim reel, probably cost you about $350 for the actual wheels and pedals. And then I also bought the shifter that was separate for like, I think that was like $70 by itself. I mean, adding it all up, it kind of sounds like a lot, but at the end of the day, super worth it. I think I've used it at least a few times every month. Because I mean, I work all day, and I go to school, so I don't really have a whole lot of time to play sim games. If I'm not doing that, I'm either watching a movie or eating or working out. But yeah, it's like I bought like this little. I bought 2x4s and 2x6s, and I built myself this little rig so I can position all that stuff on there. So I mean, I like it. Yeah. If I could, I'd love to upgrade once I had a little more bucks and check out the.
I think you should make some YouTube content on that, man. I think you kind of going the parallels of carpentry plus tech. I think you can make some good content with that, man. You should definitely look into doing that.
Yeah, I've always wanted to. Like a lot of my friends and fam said, "Hey, you should do YouTube videos on installing this part on your car or building this thing." It's like, I'm super like reserved about it. It's like I'm not sure, or maybe not, because I feel like a lot of people make a lot of YouTube content on that type of thing. It's like, what's the point of me doing it if everyone else can do it? But hey, I don't know. Someone could just roll up and it's like, yo, I'm looking for this exact part they installed in this exact year car, and there isn't really anything out there. And I upload it. It's like, yo, perfect. You're a godsend. I've watched it and liked and subscribed. So like, hey, we don't know. I'll definitely try it out though.
Yeah, but like to be more specific, like you said, you just built your own little, I guess, driving rig for your driving games. That might be good content right there, man. You say, hey, this is how you can sim race for this amount of money, or this is how you can sim race for cheap. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, true.
That'd be some good content. But I did find the video game I was telling you about on the original PlayStation.
Yeah.
So it came out in '99, Gran Turismo 2. And
Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I had that. I remember that. I think I saw the disc somewhere in my storage. And we had the old clunky plastic driving steering wheel and the pedals. Yeah. And my dad used to smack me in that game. So I think that's probably my PTSD why I don't like sim racing games anymore.
So funny.
My dad was just embarrassing.
My dad never played the racing games. I mean, he tried, but we did more like my parents really are into Tetris. They'll play Tetris with me all day, every day. But my dad, my dad's that was my dad. His birthday was just last week. He's 56 or 57 now. So, I mean, when he was growing up, there were no racing games other than like, even by like the time like Sega was popping in arcades and stuff, he wasn't like young enough to like, oh, I gotta go to arcade and play these games. Nah, he likes the real thing. So like, hey, I feel that's where I get my love and passion for I guess, cars.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yo, I mean, if I can't play it, then I might as well just wrench on it myself, like physically. Speaking of which, I have what's that game called? What you saw me on Discord playing the other day. It was
the car simulator.
Mechanics. It was like a car mechanic simulator. It was like, yo, I'm telling you, I'm about this life. But yeah, like, so it's a cool game. I downloaded it a few years ago, before I even had like a PC built, and then I was like, oh, this is cool. I played at the smallest, like, worst resolution possible, just so it'll run. But it was cool. I deleted it, and then I finally installed it on here when I upgraded my graphics card. I was like, yo, this thing is clean now.
Yeah, I haven't, like I was telling you the other day, man, I don't see any games really catching my interest right now.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk kind of fell flat for me after seeing what they did with the console. Probably don't see myself seriously gaming it again until the new Grand Theft Auto comes out. The online's kind of played out for me, so I'll just keep studying and I'll get back to the game life eventually.
Yeah. So I actually bought Cyberpunk day one or day zero, right before or whatever, pre-ordered it. So I got it for PS4 and in hopes to get it just transferred over on PS5, thinking I'll be able to get a PS5 sometime around, I don't know, now. But unfortunately, that never happened. So I'm still playing on that jet over there. And yeah, so like, yeah, exactly. but no, so like I got it. I played it for a good 3 days straight. I didn't get too far in. I maybe got like, I guess 12% of the story, and bugs.
Crazy,
like I need like it was impossible to play. So I stopped playing it for a good bit, and then I saw like who's the people. The CD Project Keys or something like that, Project CD Keys. I guess the developers and the creators of the game like issuing out apologies. Hey, I'm sorry for the buzz and just the tweaks and just things not working right in this game. Right. And they issued refunds. Like, oh shoot, I'll take a refund for this game. I mean, it didn't have like too bad of issues, just bugs at the beginning of the game, and after that it was fine. It just wasn't graphically pleasing. So
didn't PlayStation kick them off of their system before or after that?
They did a week after the game came out.
Crazy, man.
I know. So I bought it. I physically had I didn't physically. I had the digital copy on the PlayStation Network. Bought the PlayStation Network. I guess entered my card digits and paid for it. And then a week later, I sent out for the refund when PlayStation was, I guess, authorizing the refund. That CD Projekt Keys had said, "Hey, we're doing refunds and everything." So. After that, like it took I think I just now got the refund back.
Right.
And the game came out a month and a half ago. Like, dang, this is taking forever to get my money back. So I got that, and
it's really hard to be hyped up for games, man, when stuff like that happens.
Exactly.
It's not the first one that happened to, but I think it's even worse for them because of the hype they had behind it, you know.
I feel like it happens a lot on PC compared to consoles, and with the whole, they've been working on this game for 5 years plus, I'm pretty sure. And then it came out, it didn't even look like they have been working on it for maybe 5+ years. Like, oh yeah, we're working on it for like a year and a half or 2 years, something like that. It's like, where? I don't see the progress. And for it to just completely fall flat on his face. Week 2. Not even week 2. Week 1 of game release. But I upgraded my graphics card on my PC to a 1660 Super GTX Asus brand from a MSI 1050 Ti. So it probably will do a whole lot better if I were to install Cyberpunk on there and try it. It just won't be like maxed out. Because I mean, what graphics card you got right now?
I have a 2070 Super MSI GeForce RTX.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure people with like the new 3090s are probably the only ones who could run Ultra on that game. But it's still the frames are probably way too low, so it'd be a little slower. But I was actually talking with one of my other friends, Matt Lawrence, about the graphics and just what the correct setting to run that game on, because he's way bigger into PC stuff than I am. But it's cool to have him in like as a right hand man for that type of stuff. So
yeah, shout out to Matt, man. Couldn't
shout out to Mr. Lawrence.
Yeah, built PC without him, man. He's the plug. Yeah, man. So very cool. Well, I'll let you stick with that game and stuff. I don't want to keep disappointing myself.
I'll give you the lowdown, give you the scoop.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, cool, man. That was a great talking to you today, man. I'm happy to get this content going with you. Do you have any shout outs or any last things you want to say?
Let's give a shout out to Crisp first and foremost.
Oh yeah.
Let's give a shout out to Matthew Davis, our sound engineering guy for the music that he was able to provide for the show.
Oh, definitely our sponsor, Crisp. If you guys don't know, that's spelled KRISP. It's pretty much a noise cancellation app. So, between me and Aris, we both go to school online. We both work online. We're probably in calls, especially Zoom calls, all the time. And that background noise can be very annoying, not only to you or to your coworkers or colleagues. So check out Crisp. They give you a free 120 minutes of free, noise canceling time throughout the week. You can sign up below in the show notes, and that will also support the show. Lastly, I want to shout out CybrTommy at CybrTommy on Instagram. He's also a cybersecurity professional. He just recently shouted us out in the story. Shout out to him. Also, shout out to Henry Davies. I'm not sure if I talked to Aris about him. He's also a cybersecurity influencer as well. He also runs his own company where he helps IT professionals upgrade their resumes and help them land jobs. And he seems like he's pretty successful with that. So shout out to him. And all the information will be in the show notes as well. So shout out to those two guys and shout out to our sponsor, Crisp.
Yeah, we should definitely get Zoom as our sponsor.
Oh yeah, Zoom. Oh yeah. We love you too, Zoom.
We get Zoom. It was like, hey, what was the other one we got? Our podcast maker, Buzzsprout.
Oh yeah, Buzzsprout too. Yeah, shout out to Buzzsprout. Yeah, you guys probably heard that in the intro. You probably heard it in the outro too. Buzzsprout is pretty much our podcast host. There's no better partner to podcast with than Buzzsprout, guys. So you guys check them out in the show notes below.
That was pretty good.
Thank you guys for tuning in. See you.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.